Hi kids, welcome to Terry on Tuesday. No frills video because I'm just not in the mood for it. I've got tons of stuff to do as usual, and I'm spending all my time doing videos and messing about in ways that I will explain to you in a second. Anyway, reason I'm doing this video is as many things. A, if you're having a good day, it's probably bring you down a bit. If you're having a bad day, this will make you laugh. But if you're having a normal day, this will be a word of warning. Anyway, this arrived in the post this morning. Well, not in the post, delivered by Amazon this afternoon. It's a Vankyo Leisure 430W digital projector. Now, I hear you say, but Terry, you've already got one. We've seen the things and the screen and all the stuff. Yeah, well, here comes the bit that's going to make you laugh or cry. Yesterday, after about a week of watching stuff on my screen on my wall and noticing there was essentially this stuck on the screen. Not literally this, but imagine this black thing was a hair, like in the gate, as they say, caught in the gate. And I'm like, I've got to get rid of that. So I go up to the projector, unplug it and everything, get a little tube, like a pen tube, and give it a shake, thinking maybe it's on the lens. Wipe the lens, still there. Don't know what I can do about it. It's like, do you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet. How hard can it be? Now, you're probably already laughing, but as a little disclaimer, I'm pretty good with electronics and technical stuff. I'm not a major electronics genius, but I can take apart PCs and I can refit circuit boards and chips, and you know, I've always been like that. I was changing plugs for my mother before I was 10, right? Anyway, so what I did was got the projector out, got it in here in fact, and did 4 screws, invalidating the warranty. Opened it, was like, right, got to the lens, pulled the lens out, soft cloth, very soft brush, alright, no hair on that. So the hair must be on one of the many mirrors, because there's a light and then there's like a mirror which sort of focuses, and there's another mirror which reflects it at 90 degrees to go out the lens. So I look at the one mirror and I get a little soft brush in there and I think, okay, that looks pretty clean. Can't get to the other ones because they're all sort of close together. I was like, do you know what, I'll leave that. So I'm putting all the cables back in and plugging them back into the circuit board, and then I'm putting it down and I'm like, this is not closing properly. I can't get the lid on because it's kind of like, it's not, I can screw it in that bit but not that bit because that's too high. So I'm like, why is that not going down? So I'm fiddling with it and going, oh, maybe it's to move it around a bit, right? Check the mirrors in, like down the right slots and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Plug in the right wires. Nope, still not going down. Why is that happening? So I'm fiddling around with it for a while, and I just can't get the inner casing bit to actually sit flat so I can close the entire unit. And then I see something that basically made the bottom fall out of my world. On top of the inner casing bit is the circuit board, and on the circuit board is all the operation buttons for the projector. This one doesn't have it. Anyway, so basically I look at the circuit board, and while I've been doing all this, there's a tiny little, it's about as wide as my finger, ribbon connector that goes from the circuit board into the rest of the machine to get power, basically. And it's a ribbon connector that's got something like that many tiny copper connections, and this thing's about 10 millimeters across, right? So it's got all these little copper wires, and while it was going around under the circuit board and I was lifting it and turning it and stuff, I'd ripped about a third of it. So some of the connections were kaput. So I quickly plugged very carefully with the lid off, plugged it into the main, switched it on, and I got a light coming out and the fan started, but the screen was dead flat because obviously I hadn't sat the inner casing down properly. But the ribbon connector was naffed, which means the connection from the buttons to the machine itself, I think, are gone. Now, a couple of things. Yes, I messed up big time. I was stupid enough to get in there and mess around with it. I mean, the job itself wasn't a difficult job. Unfortunately, it was so tightly put together in a weird kind of way that unless you kind of disassembled the entire thing and unplugged all the ribbon connectors, all the cables, which I wasn't going to do because if you forget where one of those things go, you've had it. But long story short, I've had it anyway. It's bust. I can't send it back because I have legitimately invalidated the warranty because you break through a tamper-proof sticker as you open it. I broke it myself. I don't think it can be fixed unless you know exactly how it goes back together and you buy a replacement ribbon connector. It's not a standard ribbon connector either. It's a very thin, custom-made one for that projector. It's not something you can just go on eBay and just type in and buy one. So I, for want of a better word, was not happy yesterday. If I wasn't emotionally numb after 10 years of depression, I would have been crying all evening. Luckily, I'm all cried out. So I was just angry and bitter. So what to do? Give up the whole idea of a projector or just bite the bullet? I've really enjoyed having a projector. It takes me away from my hunched over position on the computer watching films like that, when I could sit down on the sofa with a cup of tea and my specs on or my headphones on and watch a film on the big screen. I'm loving it. So right now, although I'm not super flush, I have managed to pay October's rent in advance. So I thought I'm just going to bite the bullet and buy another projector. I don't think the other one is salvageable. If anything, it's just a flashlight that you plug in now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. But this is the same brand, Vankyo. It's a little more expensive. The last one cost me about, oh blimey, was it $89.99? But it, you know, there was some kind of discount. I got it for about $74. This was roughly the same, $89.99, but no, this was like $90 or something. So I ended up paying about $94 because it came with postage and stuff. Now, it got dropped off this afternoon with just the labels on it, you know. Would have preferred it to be in some Amazon packaging, to be honest. So I'm hoping this isn't being dropped like the first one I had. Anyway, like I said, this is it's the same brand but a different model. Again, I've looked at the specs. This has got a much brighter light. This is like I think it was a 6,000 lumens light. So I'm going to set this up in a bit. I'll quickly open it because we're getting into stupid timings again. I'll quickly show you what we've got, and in the next video I may show you a clip or at least tell you about what happened. Well, so much like the last one. Very similar carry bag. Doesn't say screen mirroring, but this is for Bluetooth when you connect it to your phone, which is a feature the last one didn't have. So let's have a quick look here. Nice case. Usual user guide. Cables and things here. Wow, what we got here? Oh, phono cables, yeah, adjustment screw. Remote, same as the last one, so I've got two remotes now. Nice. This is a great, fair play. This manufacturer do the sort of give you a carry case so you can take it around different places. I'm hoping this will be quieter and brighter than the last one. But it goes without saying that I'm not going to open this. I don't care if there's whatever's on the screen, because as you'll see, all the there's some case holes there, but see that one in the corner? That's a tamper-proof one. There's a hole underneath there with a screw. In order to get to that screw, you have to break through it, and if you break through that, your warranty is invalidated. So, a bigger lens cap. It's got some sticky on it. clean that off. Congratulations, you've got a free gift, it says here at Amazon. Claim it now. Leave an honest review at ivankyo.com. Ivankyo. Yeah, so I'll have a look at that. What the free gift is. Apparently this comes with some sort of projection screen. No, I don't. But it does come with a lens cleaning cloth and some oversized Q-tips, cotton buds. Interesting. I don't see any. Oh, no. There's no projection screen here. I mean, maybe it means large projection area on that icon there, not large projection screen. Built-in speaker. Yeah, well, I can imagine that is one of these on the side or the back. That's for the remote. We've got a nice up, down, left, right. Oh, so instead of separate buttons, you've got a nice sort of circular iPod styley thing. Look at that. And we've got power, skip backwards menu, etc., etc. Focusing ring, etc. Do not look into the lens. Yeah. It is a little bit HAL 9000. Good morning, Dave. There's a message for you. But yeah, I'm going to plug this in tonight, and hopefully this will not have any weird hairs and things stuck on it. Oh, I'll tell you what was really weird though. I didn't know they did this. Inside the other one, a lot of the flat surfaces were painted with some kind of sticky paste. And I think that's to catch, because you've got air flying around here with fans and things, the sticky things catch dust and stop them from sticking to the lenses and stuff. That's got to be what it's for. How weird. But quite inventive. Anyway, so this is my new one. This is the third one I had now. The first one didn't work, it died straight away. The second one I messed up myself, like the fool I am. So let that be a lesson to you kids. If something's wrong with this, it's going straight back. But I will plug it in later on and I will let you know what I think. Anyway, there's my tale of woe for today. It may not be on Tuesday, I may just upload it randomly so you can watch it whenever you like. This being a nice Saturday, very sunny outside. Have a nice time, have a good time, enjoy yourselves, and I will see you probably on another Tuesday for more of my completely bizarre life. Take care now. Bye bye then.